when I came to Israel, we decided to go on a new life. My husband was a lawyer in the States, and here he's a Rosh Yeshiva, he teaches. And I decided to volunteer. And I came and I became a guide in Yad Vashem in the Art Museum. And I started working, and I found that as I go around showing pictures that were done by inmates in the ghettos and in the camps or the partisans, then slowly I would say, you know, when I was there, like there's a picture of bread, and I said, what does this bread look like? And it makes me remember the bread that I had or the soup that I had, or when I see the barbed wire or other things of that, and I would tell them, and I found that people were interested, and I found that it made a big impression. I also found out that people doubt that things like that happen. They can't believe, not that they don't believe you, but it's hard to believe. And there are many people who are trying to say that it didn't happen. And I think it's very important for eyewitnesses, with people who were there, to tell the other people, yes, it happened. It happened, and I can prove to you that it happened. I was there. And I'm probably one of the youngest people who remained, who survived, and most of the older survivors are dying out, and I think that as long as their survivors are around, they have to talk about it, and they have to tell their children, and their children have to tell their children, and we cannot let it be forgotten. I think to let it be forgotten is to be killing the people who died again, because they have a right to have somebody remember them. As a matter of fact, I felt that way about going to Poland. I knew it would be painful, but I thought it's an important kind of trip, because everybody goes to their parents' cemeteries. If I live in the United States and if I come to Israel, I live in Israel. If I go back there, you go back to a cemetery. Everybody feels that's the right thing to do. Why shouldn't those people, because they don't have a grave, why shouldn't somebody come and say a prayer for them and remember them? It just seemed very important for me that we should go back, and you have to remember. It's not an easy thing to remember, but it cannot be forgotten, and it must not be forgotten.